Okay, a little astrology update. So it is July 1st. The eclipse is happening tomorrow, July 2nd. We have a total solar eclipse happening in the sign of Cancer. So it's a new moon slash solar eclipse. So the sun, the moon, and the north node are all together in the sign of Cancer. So I just wanted to check in a little bit and share kind of what was coming up for me right now, or what I feel like this energy is really asking from us. So today, for me, it feels super internal. Like, I feel like for this eclipse, we're really being asked to go inward. You know, the Cancer energy is a water sign. It is, all the water signs are nonverbal. So they're feeling things, you know, before they can put words to what's going on for them. So I feel like we've been maybe like our energy has been like leaking from us maybe, or going into different situations or people or relationships, or just giving our energy maybe too easily to external like factors. And it really feels like this energy is asking us to go inward and to really like pull back our energy that's been leaked out. um, yeah, I feel like it's a recommitment to yourself and to the practices that you need to do each day to help you fill up your cup, to really like nurture and to take care of yourself, whether that looks like committing to, you know, meditating right when you wake up, or not checking social media right when you wake up, or journaling each morning, or pulling cards, or rolling around and doing yoga, or going for a walk, or you know, listening to music and dancing around, or whatever it looks like for you. But I think this energy is really asking us to kind of, yeah, to come back home into ourselves. You know, the Cancer energy rules all of that. It rules the home. It rules that like mothering, nurturing energy. um you know, it represents the shell, like the crab shell that kind of carries its home with it wherever it goes. So our home world, our internal space being really important at this time, being highlighted. And again, the water energy being nonverbal, so the high expression of the water energy is to be able to, you know, to sit in stillness, to like sift through your emotional body, to allow it to like to come and go, to not just like hold on to things. That can be the lower expression of the Cancer energy. It can like hold on to past memories or pain or hurt or trauma, and just like hold on to those feelings and store it, you know, somewhere in their body. So I think by going inward, you know, maybe retreating from the world for a little bit, as much as you can. I mean, if you have, you know, like a job that you have to go out and be talking to people all day, or whatever, just, yeah, taking the time that you can to retreat, to come like home into yourself, and to really check in with yourself. You know, I would invite all of you, and myself included, to do more journaling and just more like, yeah, retrospective time right now, to reflect, especially because right after we have this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, Mercury is going retrograde like immediately after. So it's pretty interesting how that's happening. It's like, you know, when Mercury goes retrograde in the sky, which happens, you know, about 3 to 4, sometimes 4 times a year. So it's not like this crazy huge like event that we can't do anything when Mercury's retrograde, or don't like sign anything, or don't take any trips, or don't do anything, because that's not really realistic. Like, Mercury's retrograde for, you know, almost 3 months out of the year. So it's really just a time to pause and to reflect and to really review things, because we can feel like there's like a pressure to put things out there or to get something done. So just really being you know, like patient, and really like rereading things, all the re words, revisiting, re-examining, reflecting, all of the re words for Mercury retrograde. So yeah, so it's interesting that that happens right after this new moon. So yeah, at the time of this new moon and solar eclipse, I think we're working through a lot of our internal stuff, a lot of our unprocessed emotions that we haven't wanted to look at. Maybe we haven't felt comfortable looking at it. It hasn't felt safe to look at these parts of ourselves, but I think we're really being asked to work through that. Our emotional body is the stuff that is like crystallized or has hardened within us because of these past events, these past experiences that we've had that have hurt us in some way. And so then we hold on to these events, you know, or we like store these emotions in our body. You know, that's why, like, if you maybe get a massage or if you do yin yoga or something that allows you to like access these different parts of your body, and then you just start crying and like releasing things and you don't even know where it's coming from. That's the Cancer energy. Cancer is the sign that isn't always aware of the stuff that it's pushing down, like the stuff that's repressed, you know, the stuff that we're not even aware of, the things that we're pushing down within ourselves, versus stuff that is suppressed that we know that we're consciously like pushing down, which would maybe be more of like the Scorpio energy, knowing like your shadow self and knowing those things that you don't want to look at. But the Cancer energy is like the stuff that it can be hard to access sometimes because we might not even realize that it's there. So really needing a lot of that internal like reflective time to sit with ourselves, to do the water element, which is stillness, which is reflection, which is, you know, nonverbal. It's just being in our physical body, sifting through our emotional body, like allowing whatever needs to come up, and just like being there with it, not trying to, you know, push it down or grab a distraction, but just allowing it to be there. So yeah, so working through a lot of unprocessed like trauma and wounds and triggers and stuff that is operating underneath the surface. I feel, you know, Cancer ruling the subconscious, stuff that's operating underneath the surface that we're not even really aware of how it's affecting us in this day. Maybe we're not aware of like how we're not able to fully show up in a relationship, or we're not able to fully like go out into the world and, you know, really live our dreams or like fulfill the career that we want because of these like old stories and these old wounds and these old situations that have hardened us and that have kept us like in our shell. So yeah, so it could feel a little bit emotional throughout Cancer season. Cancer is the most personal, like kind of emotional sign in the zodiac, because it rules your personal emotions, your personal experience with, you know, your personal experiences that you've gone through. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little update for the energy that's coming through today. I want to try to do these more regularly, and yeah, I guess my advice for this time is to just allow yourself to go inward, to like drop all of the like as many obligations as you can. Maybe you're withdrawing from like certain people, or using your phone less, or you know, whatever that looks like for you, however you can make that work in your life. But allowing yourself to go inward, to withdraw a little bit, to really work through some of the stuff that's been suppressed for a long time, to get clear on what you need to do, the things that you need to commit yourself to each day that really fill up your cup and allow yourself to like more fully go out into the world. You know, and with Mercury going retrograde right after this eclipse, we're going to be a lot of like reviewing, a lot of reflecting, and just continuing the processing of all of this stuff that is being unearthed right now, and like just being more conscious of how we're going out into the world, of how we're expressing ourselves, of how we're connecting with other people, being more aware of our past, our wounds, our triggers, so that we're not just unconsciously operating from that space and projecting it onto other people. Yep. Okay. Well, that's all for now. I hope that this was helpful. I shared a longer video about this eclipse. If you haven't seen it, I shared that on my YouTube. It's like 20 minutes long. But yeah, I hope this is helpful as we are about to enter this eclipse. We're feeling this energy, you know, probably months before it happens and months after. So it's not just the actual event that happens tomorrow, July 2nd, but we'll be feeling it for a while. So yeah, it's exciting. It's good changes. Just be okay with all the feels that are coming up. All right. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can always go to my site, cosmicguidance.online, or you can message me through Instagram or Facebook, and yeah, we can set something up. I would love to hold space for you via an astrology reading, past life regression, or tarot reading. All right. Thanks.